What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the power of social media and how you can use social media to capitalize on your online business. Now guys, before I dive in, I want to just let you know, for all my new subscribers, I'm talking about online business tactics and strategies. I'm going to also be talking about fitness products and giving reviews on them and some of the latest gadgets out there. I'm also going to be giving you guys the right ways and the right tools to be able to improve your entrepreneurial mindset. So before we dive in, please like, please subscribe, and show us some love. What's up guys? So I'm going to speak out today to all those online fitness coaches who are trying to move their business towards the right path. Now, the first thing you need to understand, because this is what I see all the time, is there's so many coaches on way too many platforms before even focusing on one first. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it is a problem. All right, so you see, when I first started, I had to pick and choose which was gonna be my main focal point to use as a social media platform. So I chose Instagram. And the reason I dove into Instagram, of course, was because at the time it was great for my audience. It's still great for my audience, but it was even greater back then when I was starting it up and it being such a young platform. Now, yes, I took advantage of the time, but I only focused on that one platform. I wasn't focusing on anything else. LinkedIn came out, obviously there was Facebook, there was YouTube, but I really dove into making sure that was the right one. And now, I'm getting the rewards that I want. So what you guys need to understand is you need to automate that platform first and make it so consistent before really moving on and driving all this energy into another one, unless you have a team. But if you don't have a team and you're new at this, you gotta start with one. And the way you start with one is by asking yourself truthfully, is where's your audience hanging out in? All right, where's your audience hanging out? Simple as that. Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it LinkedIn? Is it YouTube? Is it TikTok? Maybe now it's ClubHouse. Guys, I don't know, but you know, all right? So pick the one that really stands out for you first, or pick the one that you're strongest at right now. Now keep in mind, you might be really strong at Instagram, build up on your Instagram. You might be really strong on your YouTube, build up even more on your YouTube. But where it gets to the point of like you feel like you're getting enough traction, then open up another one, all right? So work on your first one to the point where you feel that you got a good enough traction, you got a good hold of it, and you understand it pretty well, right? Once you understand it pretty well, then open up a second leg, your second social media platform. From there, you can now say, okay, where's my target audience hanging out again as the second choice? For you, again, it might be Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, ClubHouse, who knows? You gotta ask yourself that. Once you can figure out and you have those two, now you're really operating a full-blown business that's feeding off these two platforms, and that's super important. Now keep in mind guys, a lot of people will tell you out there, run ads, email marketing, all this other nonsense, go pay these people to go use influencers to do this. As much as all those two tools are great, I'm going to tell you right now, when you're starting off, it's not going to serve you. All right, you really want to hone in on building your brand as strong as you can and making genuine connections and relationships on these platforms first to drive traffic. Once you can do that and you're scaling already through the ranks, then you can start introducing some of these other tools to help you just amplify what you're already doing. All right, so keep in mind, I hadn't started running ads until literally maybe about half a year ago, like legitimate ads. Yeah, I would run once in a blue moon every now and then, but legitimate, consistent ads, not till about 5 months ago. And I'll tell you the reason why is because I was able to build a strong enough following on my platform, and now I'm building a stronger following on another one where I don't have to rely on ads, and you shouldn't have to rely on ads. If your organic strength is so strong, you're gonna be able to survive, all right? The ads is what's gonna help amplify that to bring you more traffic and then add more credibility to the people coming from that ads traffic to then have them wanna work with you. And that's why you need to focus on those platforms. All right, another important thing guys to keep in mind is when you are working with these platforms is that you need to make sure you know who your audience is specifically. Remember how I said at the beginning, understand who your audience is and then pick the platform. Well, when you're in the platform, now you have to get even more specific into the sense of you gotta ask yourself and dive in, what are the beliefs of my audience? What do they like? What don't they like? What is their age ranges? You have to ask all these questions. Look, I'll even do this for you. I don't do this for everybody, but I'm gonna do this for everybody listening to this video right now. I'm gonna give you guys access. If you reach out to me, But you gotta go to my Instagram. You're gonna send me a DM. I'll put the link to my Instagram. You send me a DM and you ask me, you send me the words, target audience. I will shoot you over my exact questionnaire on how to build your target audience. I will do that for you guys. And the reason why is because some of the biggest mistakes, again, that I will see is that people don't even know who they're here to serve. All right, so once you're on your social media and you figure out who you're here to serve, you're gonna be able to start developing your offers. And now you can actually go after the right people. And now you're building your social media platforms with the right people, and you're kicking out the tire kickers that don't serve you off your platforms. And now you're building genuine relationships with the right people that then can eventually work with you. Or they connect with you and say, you know what, this is the right person for me, spot on, I wanna work with them. So now you're not wasting time with people that you're not meant to work with, and you get them out, right? You get all of these ghost followers, and these ghost followers, believe it or not, they actually hurt your engagement. All right, it drops your engagement because they're not engaging with you. So social media hurts your engagement. So social media will drop your stuff, especially on Instagram. It will drop your engagement. So get those ghost followers out and make it known, guys. Like, tell people, tell it on your stories, tell it in your posts. I don't want these type of people. I want these people. These are the people I want. So if you're not that person, get out. Obviously, you don't have to say get out, but you can say it in a different way. But you want them to get out because it's hurting your engagement. On the end of the day, too, like, you're not serving them, right? Or connect them with people that you know that can serve them. But make sure that you hone in on that specific target, because that's gonna take you to a whole nother level. Now, once you can do that, you need to capitalize on that. You need to capitalize on that audience, all right? And the only way to capitalize on that audience is actually building the connections and relationships with this audience. If you're now building an audience and you're only like following them, liking some stuff, you know, they might come into your page, see some stuff, and let's say you're using the right hashtags and stuff like that to draw them in, great. But how do you capitalize is by actually making connection and building a relationship. If you're not doing that, there's nothing. Your audience will leave. All right, you gotta make sure that you're interacting with these people. Don't think that you're better than them. Don't think you're, oh, this whole thing because I have this many followers or because I'm doing this, has nothing to do with that. All right, when you get to that point, you gotta make even stronger of a reason to keep engaged with these individuals. All right, I make it a habit where I go in there and I make sure I show love to these individuals. I send voice notes. I'll even send a video recording. Whatever it is, that will make them feel that, man, you care. Because you truly do, right? You care. If you wanna help people and you have a product out there, you fitness coaches, and you wanna be able to help people on a massive level, as fitness coaches, you gotta be some of the best networkers, all right? If you truly want to help people, you got to go and reach out to people. You got to go get what you want, all right? So go out there and get what you want. Build those connections and relationships. Because when you start nurturing those relationships and you start marinating them, that's where the opportunities come, right? You can get those potential leads in front of you on a call, right? You can maybe give them some little snippet advice tips. They're gonna be able to use that, see how credible that was, how it helped them with whatever situation they were going currently, and now they wanna come back and actually work with you in your program. So there's so many ways to be able to build these relationships and nourish them, so that way in the long run, you can work with them. And I'll tell you right now, out of experience, guys, for years of doing this, the power is in the follow-up. The power is in the follow-up. If you're not following up with your avatars, meaning your target audience and your prospects from there, you're gonna lose, because the power is in the follow-up. If you constantly follow up, check in with them, say, hey, how you doing? How you been today? How's everything going? How's the family? How can I help you? Hey, are you still stuck? Follow up. Don't be scared to follow up. Way too many people think that because somebody didn't work with them the first time, they're not gonna work with you after. I guarantee you that that's not true. Follow up with them, right? Follow up and see where they're at. And who knows, maybe at that time, they might have been seeing all your content and now their trust keeps building up. Because maybe the trust wasn't there at first, and now it is. They've been engaging with your stuff. They've been writing to you, DMing you. Follow up with them. How you doing? And I guarantee you that time around is gonna be completely different than the first time, because they've seen your content over and over again. And most people, I'll tell you right now, most people, they like to test people. Why? Because people wanna see how real this person is. They wanna see how consistent is this person. Because if I'm gonna work with this person, they wanna see, let me see what he does for a month. Let me see what kind of content he puts out for them. Let me even see if he's gonna put everyday content like he says, because right, I say, hey, I preach, hey guys, post something every day. So this person starts following me, they're gonna be like, I want to see if this guy really does what he says. Let me see if he posts every day. Oh shoot, this guy, it's been a month now, he's posted every day. Damn, he does what he tells us on his social media content. That guy or girl has trust in you now. They have trust in what you've provided as free content with information that they can use. So you're practicing what you preach, and most people want to see if you practice what you preach. And then around that timetable, when you reach out to them, they're gonna be in a whole nother level of trust with you, and they're gonna realize now they really need your services. And most of them come back, they're like, man, I wish I signed up with you earlier. You're so right, I've been seeing your content, you said this, you said that. Dude, you apply everything that you say it's true. Man, you know what, I'm ready to do it now. Or hey, let's talk. Or they might reach out to you and say, hey, let's talk. So keep in mind, guys, that the power of follow-up is huge. And if you guys are not following up with your leads from weeks ago, from months ago, from a year ago, you're missing out on a lot of opportunity, especially if you're an online fitness coach trying to up their game. You don't always have to find them through your new leads. You can find a lot of them through people that you haven't followed up with in a long, long time. And if you can start with the follow-up, and you can look at that follow-up list, and you can even go through your contacts on your phone and see who have you spoken to in forever, I will guarantee you right there, that's a great starting point for you to start getting clients right away. So guys, use social media properly, be on top of it every day, make sure you're making those connections with your right audience, right, with your target audience. Make sure that you speak out the right information in your content so you can get those tire kickers out and you can focus on bringing more of your target audience. And then make sure that through the connections and building relationships, if you do get people in front of you and they don't close on the spot, you follow up. Follow up, because the follow-up is going to give you the success you want. I'm following up every single day with people that I haven't spoken to in a long time. And I'm telling you right now that most of my conversions come from my follow-up. So guys, if I was able to provide value with you, if you felt that this gave you some kind of piece of advice, if you grab this right now and take it and start applying with it and it starts working for you, guys, I would appreciate if you get liked, commented, subscribe, share this video with somebody else who can use this. Show me love. I would truly appreciate this. And guys, please make sure you have the notification button on so you don't forget when my new videos come. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Let's get it. Let's go.